What is up, you guys? My name is Madison. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Please excuse the thing. I'm on an air mattress right now, and you're being propped up on pillows. So yeah, but welcome to day 3 of Vlogmas, Bookmas, whatever y'all want to call it, even though this is not related to books at all. But this is actually my end of the year makeup inventory, and I'll probably do another one in June. But I have everything written down right here. I actually just counted it, made sure everything was accurate, and this is going to be a very in-depth video. I'm going to go in-depth on all my thoughts. I did just do a mini declutter, just of things that are expired, things that I don't really need, that I really can't use anymore because they're old or they're dried out or whatever. And so if you notice any of that, just be aware that I toss those are in the trash. Those are gross, can't donate them, can't share them, they're gone. Okay. So yeah, starting off in the primer category, I have 6 primers. 3 of them are the e.l.f. poreless putty versions. So I have the regular one, the matte, and the luminous. I've never used the luminous or the regular one, mostly because they're tinted. Mostly because they're tinted, and I'm a little bit scared of that. But I have been using the matte one, and I feel like this is breaking me out a little bit, but I am giving it the benefit of the doubt because it's little and I want to use it, I guess. I spent my money on it, and I really haven't made the connection yet, so I'm just going to be aware of that. I probably won't pick it up again, but yeah. Next, I have the NYX Plump It Right Back. I actually really like this. It's very similar to the Icy Sherbet primer from Pretty Filter. These two are very similar. I love this primer. I've told y'all about it all the time. I'm halfway done with it, and I can't open it apparently. There we go. Yeah, you can see the bottom of the jar. I love this, and I think it smells good. And the NYX primer is very similar to it, except it doesn't have the smell. And then lastly, I have the Jecca Black Glow Drops. I've used this once. Very similar to the Milani one, except instead of having the yellow tint, this has more of a pink tint, and the tint goes away when you rub it in, which is an issue I actually did have with the Milani one. I didn't like that it left a tint on my skin. Okay, next I have 3 foundations. I have the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydro Tint in the shade Nude 40. I like this a lot. It just matches my skin tone very well, and it's very hydrating, and it's also very it's definitely more of a light to medium coverage, and I just really like that. And then I have the Revlon Color Stay in the shade 180. I don't know if there's any more to that shade, but it has SPF 20. I haven't really used this one often, and it looks really dark in the bottle, but when I put it on my skin, it's really light, and I really don't know why that is. And then I have the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation in the shade 02A Creamy Natural. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of it. Apparently I had it in Project Pan. Don't know which one. I'm gonna have to look through all of them because I'm actually gonna make my Project Pan video, I think right after this one. But yeah, I really enjoy this. So really the only one out of these 3 foundations I don't have an opinion on is the Revlon Color Stay. So just be aware of that. Next, for concealer, I have 3. Again. Oh, I finished one. Yeah, I have 3. I have the Milani Conceal and Perfect in the shade Light Beige. I had another shade of this, but it was super dark, so I just got rid of it. I couldn't even use it as a foundation shade, so I gave it to somebody with a darker complexion. I love this. I have half of this left, less than that. I'm down to about here. So hopefully I can finish this next year. And then I have the Mega Last Incognito from Wet n Wild. This is in the shade Medium Neutral. This is my everyday concealer that I use to spot conceal, and I quite enjoy it. And then I have the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear concealer in the shade 345 Oatmeal. This is my brightening shade, so I'll put it under my eyes, on my forehead. This is definitely more of a full coverage, and if you can hear my brother, I'm so sorry. This is definitely more of a full coverage concealer, and I really like that. But it is also super thick, so if you don't like thick concealer, I don't recommend. My TV just scared me. Anyway, moving on. Next, for powder. So I have 2 pressed powders and, well, I guess 1 pressed powder, 1 powder foundation, and then 1 translucent loose powder. So first I have the Beauty Bakery setting, like flower setting powder. This is like my everyday powder. I'm gonna hold it this way. I'm not the biggest fan of this, but I also just don't like loose powder. That's just a personal preference. I think that if you do prefer a loose powder, you can use this. But right now, the only reason I haven't given this to my mom, because I know that she would absolutely love it, is because this is the only translucent powder I have. So yeah. And then I have the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Powder Foundation in Fair Neutral. This will actually give you coverage. Unlike the other one I'm about to like show you. I really like this. I definitely splurge on this. Did not have to spend my money on it, but I'm very glad that I did, because on days I don't want to wear a lot of makeup, I'll just throw on some concealer and then throw this right on top, and it's so good. And then the last one I have is the CoverGirl Clean in the shade Classic Beige. Yeah. So this one, again, is a lot lighter, and it doesn't really show up on my skin very much. Like, it'll give you a little bit of coverage, but it's definitely not a lot. But I do enjoy both the Bare Minerals one and the CoverGirl one, so yeah. Next is blush, and I have 5 blushes. 4 powder blushes, 1 liquid blush. Sorry, my brain just stopped working. First, I have this one that I got from Amazon. This is the Ink Velvet in the shade 27. And I enjoy this. The only thing I don't like is that I have to use my fingers to blend it out. Otherwise, it just doesn't blend out. But yeah, I like this a lot. It's a very pretty shade. Yes. I say yes a lot. I don't know why I'm saying yes so much. And then for my powder, not my powder foundation, my powder blushes, I have the NYX Sweet Cheeks Matte in the shade Daydream. Yeah, this thing is like broken, but I love this so much. I'm never getting rid of this, not until the day that it is gone. I literally love this blush so much. Same thing with the Revlon powder blush. It's in the shade Ravishing Rose. When I repressed this, they became so pigmented, and I love it so much, and it's such a gorgeous pink shade. And then I have the classic Milani Luminoso. I got this for Hanukkah last year, actually, and this became one of my favorite blushes, and I wear this just about every day. I'm like, it's still domed, like it's still peeking up over the top, like this is crazy. And then lastly, I have the CoverGirl Cheekers blush in Peach Guild. I've had this literally forever. I'm going to try and make an effort to finish it next year though, so hopefully that can happen and I can be down a blush, because that would be quite the accomplishment. Next, I have 2 highlighters. I have the Milani Strobe Light, and I love this I love this highlighter because it's just super natural on the skin. And then I have the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Monster, which has kind of like a pinkish tint to it. Yeah, I love this Super Shock, and I want more so bad, but I gotta finish this one because this one's taking forever. I've had this for literally like 3 years now, and it's still going strong. And that's also like my main like highlight, so that's crazy. And then for bronzer, I have 2. I have the Aesthetica bronzer, which is my absolute favorite. Like the front's just completely rubbed off. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It's so lovely. And then the one that I'm trying to get the most use out of is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. You know, the iconic. I don't really smell the smell, but I know that people like the smell, so yeah. And then I have 4 face palettes, and I don't want to count each individual thing because I feel like that would overwhelm me, so counting it as face palettes just makes me feel better. So first I have the Alley-Oop Stack the Odds trio in the shade Sunkissed. So yeah, I have hit pan on the bronzer. I'm close to hitting pan on the highlighter, and then the blush I just don't really use. The blush is kind of dry, if I'm being completely honest, but I mean I still use it on like more natural days, or like if I'm underpainting or something like that. And then I have my little homemade trio that I still quite enjoy. This is in a City Color highlight trio that used to be like my favorite highlighter of all time, and then it's gone. So, and then I have the Real Her Ultimate Glow Getter Cheek Trio, which just has a blush, a bronzer, and a highlight. I can't really use the highlight on my face because it's too dark, but I do like to use it on my body during the summer, so it's very exciting. And then I have the Beauty in a Blink Glow Getter face palette. I don't know what brand it is. I think it might just be Blink. But this has 4 blushes and 4 highlights. Some of the highlights are, again, a little bit dark. I can pull them off if I have like a mega tan, like in the summer. But other than that, like, I can really only use like this one and this one. And then the blushes, I just love using year round. They're so nice. And then the mirror in this is like absolutely massive, so I do like bringing this for travel when I am traveling bigger. So yes, there are those. And then I have one setting spray. It's the NYX Radiant Finish. It's okay. I don't really like the sprayer on it. I had like literally like 2 days ago I finished the Milani Make It Last setting spray, and I much prefer the sprayer on that, but this one does set my makeup. So, and then I have 2 mascaras. I need to get new ones because these are both kind of old and gross, and I think I have an eye infection, so I can't really wear mascara right now anyway. But I have the Wet n Wild Mega Volume Mascara Hydrofuge. I hate this mascara. It's so gross. I only put it on because it makes taking my mascara off a lot easier. And then I have my absolute favorite Milani Highly Rated Mascara. This is my favorite mascara of all time. I love it so much. And then I have one eyebrow product. I actually just got rid of my other eyebrow product, but I have the NYX Brow Glue. It's literally still in the box. Haven't opened it. Yeah, don't have any opinions on it. Just know that I have it. And then we can get into the eyeshadow palettes. Hello, editing me. This part got cut out, but I have 17 eyeshadow palettes. Yeah, here's all the eyeshadow palettes I own now. Mostly shimmers, which I normally don't like, but I don't mind this for a quick like one shadow look. Speed rounded, I guess. And then I have the Revolution Forever Dynamic Serenity palette. This was my pan that palette. Here you go. That's what that looks like. I have one singular pan. I have the Wet n Wild Color Icon palette in Heart and Soul. I love this palette so much. It's so great. That's what it looks like. I have the CoverGirl Alfresco Quad, just some cool tone browns. I have 3 Natasha Denona mini palettes. So I have Jubilee, which I love the fun funky colors. I have the Cupid palette, and then I have the Peak palette. And then I have the Huda Beauty Amethyst palette. I love purples. I actually started wearing a lot more purple since I dyed my hair. But that's what that looks like. Absolutely stunning. I want to get more of those. I have the Tarteist Pro Tarte palette. That's what that looks like. You can see the mess underneath me. I have the Smashbox Golden Hour palette that my daddy got me like 1,000,001 years ago that I refuse to get rid of until it's all done. So that looks like. I have the Hello Kitty and Friends So Much Fun palette from ColourPop. I have the Real Her Dream So Big palette. That's what that looks like. There's one pan in that. I have the Warrior 3 by Juvia's Place. I love this palette for some fun funky colors. And then I have the Lime Crime Venus 3 palette. Again, I love my purples. This shade, the shade Beam, is like one of my absolute favorites because it's just like an iridescent purple. Gorgeous. The Physicians Formula Butter eyeshadow palette, Tropical Days. I love this palette so much. And then I have the Ace Beauté Scarlet Dusk palette. Gorge. Absolutely gorgeous. And then I have the Ace Beauté or Ace Beauty Nostalgia palette. I wish that these had mirrors in them. Oh, this one has a mirror in it. There I am on my phone. Woohoo! You're on top of a palette. And that's what this one looks like. I love it so much. That's all 17 of my palettes. And now it is time to go into lip products. Very exciting. So first up I have is chapstick. I have 15 different chapsticks, which is crazy. I have one in my bathroom. It's a regular Burt's Bees, and then I have the Vanilla Bean Burt's Bees. Love them. Love it. It's so good. And then I have 2 of these like lip oil stick things that somebody had given to me. It's from the shade, or it's from the brand Smoke and Mirrors. This one's cherry and this one is coconut. And then I have this Rooted lip balm. It's just mint. Yeah. And then I have this EOS lip balm. I don't know the shade. Also a present from someone. And then I have these two from Sky Organics, and Eucalyptus Mint and Cherry Balm. And then I have all of my actual like chapstick brand chapsticks. So I have Pumpkin Pie, Mint Tea, Sugar Cookie, Rose Water, Almond Oil, and Candy Cane. If you can't tell what my favorite brand is by now, I don't know what to tell you. And then I have two EOS lip balms. This one is Birthday Cake and this one is Peppermint Cream. Okay. Now on to lip liners. I have 7. So I have this NYX lip liner in, oh my gosh, what's the shade? Whipped Caviar. I love this so much. And then I have this one from Moonlit, I think, in number 49 Core. I think I got this in a BoxyCharm. It's absolutely stunning. And then I have the NARS Dragon Girl Velvet Matte Lip Pencil. Love this for a red lip, and I'll just stick like a clear gloss over top. Gorge. And then I have this mini Sephora lip liner in the shade Nude Beige. It's not my favorite shade. I definitely have to put like a lipstick over it or like a thicker lip gloss. But, I mean, it works. It does its job. And then I have 3 Milani lip pencils. These are in the shades 02, 03, and 04. I can't actually find the shade names for some reason. Okay, so 03 is Nude, 04 is All Natural, and 02 is True Red. And then on to lipstick. I have 7 of them. So I have 3 liquid lipsticks from Half Caked. And they're in the shades Bordeaux 82, Low Key, and Theme Song. Then I have a Fenty lipstick in black. This is literally just a black lipstick. I wish these were more pigmented, but I've also had it for like a million years. So then I have the NYX Lip Lingerie in Expose Me with 2 X's instead of an E. And then I have the MAC Red. I used this for cheer my junior year of high school, and now I'm a sophomore in college. So, but I refuse to wear another red. And then I have this, okay, there it is, Context in the shade Tears Are Falling. It's just a lovely nude. Literally the only nude lipstick I have. And then that's all my lipsticks. And then why is this air mattress sinking so much? That's why. Anyway. And now on to lip glosses. So starting off, I have 5 Mini Mary Kay lip glosses. They're in the shades, oh my gosh, I literally just had it. Tawny Nude, Unique Mauve, Iconic Red, Fancy Nancy, and Berry Delight. And then I have a lip oil from Cab Beauty. This is in Rum Punch. I love this thing. If you want a good lip oil, Cab Beauty is the way to go. And then I have this one from Bare Minerals in the shade Daredevil. Absolutely fantastic. Should definitely throw this away. Not going to ever until it is done. And then I have this Wet n Wild Color Icon lip gloss in the shade Cancer from their astrology line. I'm a Sagittarius, but I was like, it's a cute like nude lip gloss, and then it's not nude. And then I have the Almar Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade Birthday Suit. And then all that's left are my butter glosses, and y'all know I love my butter glosses. And then I got my mom hooked on butter glosses too, and she got some shades I don't have, and that makes me kind of sad, but it's fine. So I have Angel Food Cake, Apple Strudel, Red Velvet, Meringue, Strawberry Parfait, and my personal favorite, Tiramisu. So they are so lovely. So I'm gonna calculate exactly how many makeup items I have, and then scare myself a little bit. Okay, so I pulled up my air mattress a little bit, so hopefully it's not too crooked anymore, because I know that it was probably super crooked before, and I apologize for that. I forgot to write down the number. Okay, so I have 73 total makeup items, and by the end of next year, I'd like to be down to 60. But I also don't mind going up if I know that I'm consistently rotating through my makeup, which I'm not because I stopped using makeup because I kept getting sick, and I don't want to wear makeup when I'm sick because that will contaminate my brushes. Anyway, yeah, I have 73 total makeup items. I don't actually know how much I had at the beginning of the year. I don't really care. This is more of like a keeping track of how much I actually have now and holding myself accountable now. Nobody in their right mind needs multiples of everything. I like having multiples because I like, you know, different things. Plus, being mixed, my skin tone is literally never the same. Like, I'm either super pale or super dark or kind of somewhere in the middle. So, it just kind of happens. So, if I say so one more time, I'm gonna stab myself with this pen. Respectfully. Anyway, yeah, that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below. All my social media also down below. I'm still taking video ideas for Vlogmas if you have any ideas that you want to see. And yeah, I hope to see you again tomorrow. And bye.